Hey everyone, it's Phil here with Utah Lineworks. I thought I'd just take a little bit of time to give you guys a rundown on what the public land survey system is and how it's relevant to you as a property owner. Um, Basically, this is a grid system, federal grid system that is applied to every state. Um, each state has their own what we call baselines and meridians that they reference. Now, baseline is a line that has been ran east-west, and a meridian line is a line here that's been run north-south uh, that define individual townships. So each one of these squares is a township, township 1 north, 2 west. Each township is broken down into 36 sections, you can see, and they're laid out in this pattern that they call it Boustrophodonic, which is what I learned in school and can be defined as a lawn mowing pattern, I guess. But it zigzags like this, right? And that's the same way for each township. We define these townships based on a beginning point, which for us is in Salt Lake City at the southeast corner of Temple Square. So here we are at Temple Square. Got the Mormon Tabernacle building there. At the southeast corner here is a sandstone monument, obelisk, like that. You can go walk downtown and take a look at that, read the plaque and the history there, if you so desire. Anyway, from that point, the rest of the state is defined, with the exception of an area over here in Duchesne County. This was all tribal land historically, and they subdivided it differently using a method that they call the 3-mile method, that the BLM, or at the time the General Land Office, would have utilized to subdivide Indian lands on the south slopes of the Uintas. So the Uinta Special Baseline and Meridian is over here. It doesn't affect us at all anywhere else in the state outside of that area. Even if you're in St. George or, say, San Juan County, all of those places reference the Salt Lake Baseline and Meridian. So in this case, if we wanted to write a property description for a parcel, say up here in Bountiful, maybe the property is the golf course here, I would say we'll pretend that the golf course doesn't spill over into these other sections. If the golf course was only located here, we would say lying within the southeast quarter of Section 32, Township 2 North, Range 1 East. And if we look back at that point of beginning, Township 2 North, Range 1 East, see that's 2 townships north, 1, 2, and 1 township east from that beginning point in Salt Lake. In reality, its legal description probably reads something more like lying partially within the southwest quarter, the southeast quarter, and the northeast quarter of Section 32, and partially within the northwest quarter of Section 33, Township 2 North, Range 1 East. And then the legal description would go on to say something like beginning at a found monument. If I were to survey it for real, we'd have to go out, find these monuments in the field to establish a basis of bearing, and then call along those lines. And then around the property boundary, it'd be something like, go west 1,800 feet from the southeast quarter of Section 32, to a point on on the easterly boundary line of Bountiful Boulevard. And then it's northeast, the following, in this case, it'd be like 80 courses probably. And then we would define the boundary along the golf course if we had to do it. What they may have done in this case is they may have made a subdivision plat for the golf course, so the boundary's already defined, but I don't know. We'd have to look into it. Regardless, if you're curious about your own property, you can go on this website for free and see what section, township, and range you're in. And if you have a copy of your deed, you'll see that indeed it should match. All right, talk to you later.